right, as many of you know, this is my daily driver. This is a 2022 Land Rover Defender 110, and it was used in the 21 Trek event that Land Rover hosted in North Carolina. I've had this car since summer of 22, and the very first time we took this car off-road, a truck in front of us popped a little rock right up into our windshield and gave us a really small little rock chip. So we had this little rock chip, we got it filled, I had no problems with the windshield for a good long time. And then last summer, a big rig in front of me popped another rock right up into my windshield. And that time, it was not a small crack. It immediately spidered out to be about 4 inches in width and a little X shape. Temperature change over the last 2 or 3 months has meant that that little 4-inch crack in the windshield has started spreading all the way across my windshield. Let me tell you about the saga of changing that windshield. So as you can see, the snorkel for the Defender runs right up here, right alongside the windshield. It needs to come off in order for them to take off this body panel that you can see behind it that sandwiches that glass in place.
That is a little thinner than the other one, and that's assuming that these are 10 mil. And then I think we're also gonna take the Chapman Mighty Master set. There's nothing that this won't take apart. You like that the Defender has like, you know, I like that this is plastic because you can put tools on it and you don't have to worry about it. I'm sure that was not the design goal when Jerry McGovern sat down and said, this should be plastic, but I do appreciate it. There's a little Torx screw right here, like this guy up here. So we're gonna get him with our incredible Chapman Manufacturing Master set. Thank you to our friends at Chapman for sending me this. I love those guys more than I can express. So it's got a few great little woo-boo doodles.
You have a few great what?
Little woo-boo doodles.
What's a wooble doodle?
That's what these are. In the service bulletin, or in the install bulletin from Land Rover, which you can download online, by the way, there's a step that says, now remove the driver's side door. That's right. Remove the driver's side door. This door weighs 300 fucking pounds or something. I don't know. Like, I mean, this is like, it's this monstrosity of a door. I don't think it takes the door out of alignment. There's absolutely no way we're doing that. Like, we're not taking the door off of the car to take off a snorkel. Like, what kind of insane world do we live in where you have to take the door off of your car to take the snorkel off to replace the windshield? Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Thankfully, Liza has tiny, tiny little Oompa Loompa hands, and so we're gonna get those in there, and she's gonna try to get the bolts off. Apparently, you could open this door, and you can do a combination of like reaching fingers back here.
Did I know what I was signing up for when I said, sure, we could just do it ourselves in the shop? That makes sense. Great idea. Okay. There's like a plastic piece, and then like...
Okay, hold on. You know what this is a job for? The bore scope. I'm gonna go get the bore scope. Okay, all right.
All right, so
we're in here like a colonoscopy.
Yeah, if you can find my hand.
Oh yeah, well there it is. I see your
See the bolt right up in. Where'd it go? I had it. Oh, where'd it go?
Oh, I see it. Oh, I see that bolt? See that bolt?
That's the bolt in question.
Okay, it is, well, it's a grade 8. It's a grade 8 bolt. There it is. Okay, so, I mean, how the hell do we get in there? All right.
Well, now that I can feel it, I think I can get at it.
Okay, well, I don't think it's gonna work with an offset wrench. I think you are gonna have to put a socket in there. Tiny little socket, because
it's
look.
The tiniest little socket.
Look, it's recessed, right?
Okay, well, let's try.
Look at that. Okay, there we go. There's the second bolt. That's it. That's all we have to do. We just have to take those 2 bolts out. This wrench is not great either. Okay.
For the love of all things holy, do not shut this door.
No, nobody's gonna, well, see just the face of like the dedication on your face is really important to us. Is that on there?
I think so.
Oh!
Now I don't know if I'm going righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
Just try it. It's gonna be really hard, or it's gonna be like hard until it's easy. Or you're gonna break that magnesium bolt.
Closer? Does it feel like it's getting tighter?
No, you're listening. That's listening.
ride.
Hey, there you go.
There we go.
2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Whoa. All right.
Don't do that.
Okay, well that's coming. Okay, we got.
Okay, so now I gotta find the one on the bottom.
Yeah, now we gotta find the one on the bottom, and it's just right here. Like again, I can feel it. It's just like. Oh wait.
Ah. Oh, never mind.
The Rivnut came out of the bottom.
Oh, that's good.
Now it's stuck on the truck.
Okay.
So that's a problem for another day.
All right. Part 1. Remove the snorkel. Complete. I'm not looking forward to having to put this thing back on later, but that is a problem for future Liza, so not gonna worry about it for right now. So my next step is I'm gonna take this thing over to the glass shop and we're gonna watch them change out the glass. Once they change out the glass, fingers crossed they don't mess anything up with the computer resetting all of the sensors, because it is a heated windshield that is going back into this Land Rover. I'll check in with you at the glass shop. All right, I got the car to the auto glass place. So now I'm gonna let them change the glass. All right, well, everything looks okay. Doesn't seem to be giving me any errors, so I think we're good to drive home.
Meanwhile, back at the shop, we took to repairing the Rivnut that had come out during our removal of the snorkel. That required us to get a special type of Rivnut specifically for the thick plastic, but our Rivnut tool made short work of it. And then it was time to glue the grill back in.
This stuff is sticky.
Oh yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah. And it smells bad.
Yeah, it does not smell great.
No, it's like a commercial grade adhesive. It's bad. It's bad stuff. It says use in a well-ventilated area.
Okay, can you clamp for me?
Mm-hmm. Is this a Land Rover approved method?
I mean, I'm no Land Rover mechanic. I don't know if you know that.
Well, I beg to differ.
I'm fast becoming one. Okay, let's leave that to cure for a little bit. How long does this stuff take to cure?
Good question. I usually just stick the weather stripping in and then like go out for a boot. Just take it for a rip. Oh, vapors may ignite explosively.
Yeah. No, get the flame away. Oh God. Okay, so the snorkel attaches right here. And I've been driving around for about a week without anything on here. Probably not a great idea. But anyways, the snorkel goes here, fits up and over the windshield. The windshield is now fixed. It's time to put this thing back on. The only way to do this is either take the door off. We're not gonna do that. Or open the door, fit your hand into a tiny little awkward space and reconnect it. There's only 2 Rivnuts that we need to, well, is there 3?
No, there's just really 2. Then there's one at the top
There's
that
one
we
at the
can easily get to.
That one's not so bad. But these 2 down here are just awkward. All right, I got my snorkel hardware. And so this guy is gonna fit.
I think you should put the top bolt on first because I think then it'll like
suspend it.
Yeah, here, I'll hold it for you while you get the top bolt. Where'd you get that screwdriver from?
The little kit that you set up for me because I'm a shop princess today and I don't want to do any of my own prep.
But who makes it?
Oh, this is a Chapman Manufacturing little driver, and it's just got this great little star point that fits our little bolt just perfectly.
There's a little metal bracket. Where's the little metal bracket?
I never dealt with the little metal bracket. That was your job.
Oh God.
This is not me being cute for camera. I really don't know.
That's right here. Chris is averted. No, but where does it like go? Oh, I guess it goes like here. Moving. It's really hard to line up. Okay. Let's just see if I can take your weight off of it. And does it fall off? I mean, can we just leave it like that? Actually, you know, that's on there like remarkably well, considering it's just that one thing. All right, tiny hands.
Do I have to? No, don't mess with my hair. Is this longer hole?
Yeah, there's a long hole.
Right here.
Yeah, that's not the right hole.
But this is the right hole down here, right?
The little round one.
No, for the love of all things holy.
You got it. That's it. You're in the right hole.
It doesn't feel like it.
Is there no thread?
Oh, there it is.
There it is, yeah. Remember, the snorkel is the holes you're going into, so
No,
I might have to wiggle the snorkel on the outside here a little to make it.
Yeah, you might,
Right.
because it doesn't feel like it's going into.
Can you hold the camera?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. I mean, my second hand is useless.
That's
Yeah, I think wiggle it a little bit for me. Yeah, we're in there, right? And I feel like I'm getting it like kind of finger tight.
It's a simple process. All you need is an endoscope and 2 people.
Okay, I think I'm ready. Should I put the second bolt in before I tighten them both? Or should I try to tighten them?
No, I think you should put the second bolt in, for sure.
We're in danger zone on this door. Do not close this door.
Okay, let me just close this door for you.
Do not. Hard to get it to thread properly.
For me to give it a go, I think I can actually put my hand in there.
No, I want to do this. I just... Oh.
Okay, you're on it. Your fingers are on it. Now just relax and turn. Now you're slightly onto the panel, so you're gonna have to come backwards just a tiny bit, like towards the driver's door, just so that you don't clip onto the panel. Yeah, there you go. You're perfect now. If you thread that, you're gonna be good.
I think we got this.
You've definitely got it.
Yeah.
You're on it.
It's threading. Okay, so now they're both... Well, this one's almost finger tight. The trick to this really just is having tiny hands.
Yeah, it's critical to have tiny hands for this.
I'm grateful that we didn't take the whole door off, but really, honestly, this would be hard to do if you had big hands. So after a brief moment where we were a little concerned that maybe the Rivnuts were just spinning in the plastic, which would have been very bad, it turns out that the bottom hole is just recessed in such a way that it was very, very difficult. We're trying to work together here. I think that now the problem is with this extender, the wrench no longer
Oh, no,
fits in
try it. I think you're good.
Anyways, we were a little concerned for a moment that we were just spinning the Rivnuts in the plastic, but finally we got the second one seated a little bit better and managed to tighten it up, and now the top one is now tightening. So I think, what do you think?
I think this is drawing air in from the front because
But, you know.
it's bolted to the truck now. You could hang off of this now. That's not going anywhere. And it's on the top now. We did it. We did it.
How do I get you in the, there we go.
We did it.
All right. What do you think?
We did it. Now, we gotta put this cap thing back on, which, oh, great. It's another one of these things. Nice, look at that. I even de-rusted the little doodabby. Put on a new piece of sticky tape. High bond. That's, this whole thing is like held together with a staggering amount of high bond from the factory. Mine is much bigger than the tape that was there before though, so I think, well, now this is kind of loose. Well, this is how it goes. Now, this little hole here takes this little clippy guy, so you just sort of like get him in there, and then you just kind of like high bond them on there. A lot of people lose these on trees. They get like a stick under there and they just get ripped off. So I think that's why you want the bigger sticky tape there. I also flared the little legs of this out a little bit so that it's a little bit better on there. We've got this glued on nice now. Like this thing isn't going anywhere. I don't know if we could ever get this off again. Actually, this is really bonded on there. One mod that we might do is put a little bit thicker gasket material just under the front of the snorkel. We'll go back in and we'll sort of spooge in just a little thin round gasket material all along the sealing surface of the snorkel, just so that it's actually drawing air only through here. I think right now there ought to be some draw around the snorkel inlet. There's just no way. There's nothing holding it on at the front. So I don't know how much, I mean, again, it's just for dust. It's not for water, but still, I think you might be getting some dust in there. So we might do that in the future, but for now, snorkel's back on. We finally did it, and we didn't take the door off, and nobody broke an arm or any fingers or any other body parts, so well done us.